What's up, guys? It's me Boxing, and I just finished up watching Trey Lippe Morrison versus Jason Bergman, which is an 8-rounder in the heavyweight division. And this fight was Saturday, April 10th from the Osage Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And this fight was broadcasted on ESPN Plus. And in this fight, Jason Bergman actually surprised me and looked very, very good, as opposed to Trey Lippe Morrison, who is the undefeated fighter, passing down his father's name with all knockouts. He looked terrible in this fight, but luckily for him, Jason Bergman injured his ankle in the third round, which warranted the referee to stop the fight. But just to break down the fight, the first round, Trey Lippe Morrison got dropped with a beautiful left hand from Jason Bergman, but the referee did not call it a knockdown, which was disgusting, because the referee clearly saw there was no tangling of the feet, and 2 clean left hands landed for Bergman, which sent Trey Lippe down. And immediately after Trey Lippe got up, Jason Bergman was in the referee's face, pushing him back and screaming at the top of his lungs that was not a knockdown. And he was debating with the referee, and I thought the referee might have called the fight off because he was trying to get Jason Bergman to stop and calm down, but he wasn't having it. And he wasted 45 seconds just screaming at the referee, which could have been time to knock Trey Lippe Morrison out. So, I mean, it's all Jason Bergman's fault if he couldn't have got a knockout there, because he wasted a lot of time, and that was a lot of time for Trey Lippe to recover from those 2 left hands. But then immediately after the referee called the fight back on, Jason Bergman landed another left hand that staggered Trey Lippe Morrison. Then the round ended, and I gave that round to Jason Bergman. Then the second round, Trey Lippe Morrison landed more pitter-patter shots that didn't really do anything, as Jason Bergman was taunting him all night, saying, "Come here," and he was putting up his fist. He wanted more, and when he'd ever get hit on the chin, he'd shake his head, or hit on the arm, he'd wipe him off. And, I mean, he looked great, Jason Bergman. And Jason Bergman was coming off of 4 straight KO losses against top prospects. He lost to guys like Makhmudov, Sanchez, all those guys. And then here against Trey Lippe Morrison, I mean, he looked great. I mean, maybe it's just the thing with these Midwestern fighters like Morrison. I mean, they fight a lot of Midwestern competition, and they win by knockout, similar to Tyler Howard in the middleweight division. He was 19-0 and didn't look great in his last fight against Kyron Leatherwood, but here, Trey Lippe doesn't look too good against Jason Bergman. But luckily in that third round for Trey Lippe, as I said before, right as they were engaging in action, Jason Bergman backed up, went to the canvas, and started screaming in pain, grabbing his ankle, and the referee stopped the fight. But just more in that second round, I gave it to Jason Bergman because he also hurt Trey Lippe Morrison again multiple times, just with some clean left hands. But what's next for Jason Bergman, losing here in a fight that he could have won if he did not get injured or fought with the referee? I mean, I think he's just going to continue on with his career, although he's very, very old. I believe he's in his late 30s or early 40s. I mean, this is what he does. He goes in against prospects like this. He gives them a decent fight for a round and then gets knocked out. But in this case, he didn't even get mismatched or anything. He was winning the fight. I mean, the possible scores were either 1-1 or 2-0 for Bergman, because no way Trey Lippe won that first round. There's no way. But what's next for Trey Lippe Morrison? I don't think he's world level, regional level, or national level. He's just Midwestern level. And that's not too high of a praise, because the only world title I could see him winning is the Oklahoma State world title, because he's only beaten, I guess you could call them bums in quotation marks, because all these guys are losing records or guys with fairly bad winning records, and he's all knocked them out early in the fight and stuff like that, although he's coming off a knockout win before the Bergman fight over Pedro Martinez in the 6th round, who was 10-1. But I think Trey Lippe Morrison is not going to have another step up like this, because in my opinion, Bergman was a step up compared to all the other journeymen he's faced. I mean, it was 100% a step up. But he does also have a knockout against Ed Lattimore, who was 13-0, but that's also another Midwestern fighter. And he didn't really show that he has too much power here, although he has all knockout wins, because he wasn't really able to hurt Bergman at all, who's been knocked out 9 times in his career. So overall, Trey Lippe Morrison gets his 17th victory, 17th counted by knockout over Jason Bergman, in a performance that he did not impress in at all. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.